Hello everyone, and welcome back to another Hearthstone deck spotlight. My name is Tommy Wave, and today we'll be taking a look at Melihakd? I think that's how you say it. Melihakd's Control Shaman, which is a list that we've taken from Hearthstone. Once again, if you are watching on YouTube, all the links are down in the description. Jump over there. If you're watching from Hearthstone, feel free to jump over to YouTube, chuck us a sub. But this is a really interesting Control Shaman deck. Apparently this is a Hunter Slayer. Obviously Hunter is a massive part of the current metagame in many different forms, both Beast Hunter, Spell Hunter, even a couple of those kind of hybrid mid-range Hunters still floating around. But Hunter represents a large portion of the metagame and a large portion of the winning metagame as well. So Melihakd has got here a list that I imagine has maybe been a little bit tailored towards that. You can kind of see a very thick kind of 3-drop slot, which a lot of cards that are very good against Beast Hunter, like Tar Creeper, like Hot Spring Guardian, like Lightning Storm. Singleton Healing Rain in here as well. But we've also got a couple of elements in the deck that will allow us to get a big hit in, or if our opponent doesn't answer all of the things that we're putting on board, we can really take advantage of that with cards like Bloodlust and Thrall Deathseer. You know, if our opponent lets us have a board of 3 or 4 things, we can quickly translate that into a lot of damage, possibly killing our opponent, which I think might give us a good shot at beating a lot of these spell hunters before they, you know, resolve a Zul'jin, before they resolve a Rockdalar, and or any of those things. So I kind of like it. So we'll go through a couple of the card choices. Got some Fireflies at the start, which are I think are the best choice for now. Just the lone 1-drop in the deck. We've got a 1 Lightning Bolt, 1 Unstable Evolution. Not sure about this Lightning Bolt versus something like an Earth Shock or something like that. We don't have any Overload synergies in here. We don't have the Thunderhead in here. So just the just 1 Lightning Bolt. We'll definitely be keeping an eye on that, see if it is better than cards like Zack, cards like Earthshock. Singleton Unstable Evolution. I think this is another card that can really help us capitalize if our opponent doesn't interact well enough with us. Nice flexible card, but once again, it's not a card that gets us back into the game if we're behind, or it rarely does. So we'll definitely, like I said, be keeping an eye on this one to see if it is worth the while. Elemental reactions, a bit of card draw. Menacing Nimbus is fantastic, just a nice body to deploy, start trading into things, gives us a little bit of advantage, helps us fill out this curve, especially between 5 and 8. Maybe get a good elemental in there. Electra is fantastic. We might have to lean on Electra Healing Rain in some matchups because there's just the 1 Healing Rain in here, but Electra Lightning Storm is fantastic. Even Electra Lightning Bolt, maybe that's the reason it's Lightning Bolt instead of like Earthshock or something, because it pairs better with Electra. 2 Hot Spring Guardians, 2 Tar Creepers, we mentioned, also 2 Mind Control techs. You know, the old Shutterwock classic double Mind Control tech. I think this should be pretty good, especially, you know, as we mentioned, it's, you know, talking a lot about the Hunter matchup. If your opponent plays the Spellstone, gets 4 Wolves, you can have a Wolf too. We've also got nothing else here on the 3-drops. Onto the 4s. Hex, fantastic single target removal, especially with a lot of people trying these weird combo decks now. Hex is just a fantastic catch-all. Saronite Chain Gang works fantastic with Bloodlust, with Thrall. Just a fantastic body as well. Love the Chain Gang. Did recraft these after disenchanting them after the nerf. We've also got Fungalmancer in here. Fungalmancer is the card that kind of jumps out to me as being a bit out of place, and why I don't think I'd call this deck Control Shaman. I would call it more mid-range Shaman. I don't think a Control deck would ever play, you know, Fungalmancer and Bloodlust and things like that, unless it's part of some kind of combo kill. So I would call this deck more mid-range Shaman, but we'll go with Control Shaman for now. But Fungalmancer's fantastic follow-up on Saronite Chain Gang. Once again, lets us capitalize on having a board. Singleton Volcano in here. Once again, I'm not 100% on this one, especially like you can kind of see Volcano and Bloodlust are 2 very disparate elements. They're 2 very polarizing elements. You know, one really wants you to have a board and capitalize on that. The other one wants you to not have a board because otherwise kill all your own stuff. So I think this deck might take a little bit of a learning curve to kind of understand when we should be deploying all these elements versus when we should be holding them. And the late game here is Hagatha and Lich King. Hagatha we've played with lots before. A fantastic way to get yourself back into the game. And Lich King just the best 8 drop around. So we're going to jump into some games with Melihakd's Control Shaman. See how we go. We're going to try and learn a few things and keep an eye on a couple of key cards in the deck. So let's go.
For Doomhammer.
Okay, here we are. Up against a hunter, so it's a good time to check to see exactly how good a matchup we have. I think we'll send out all of these back. We don't really want the Unstable Evolution early, whilst I think Mind Control Tech would usually be an okay keep. This is a deck that has so many 3-drops, we're highly likely to draw another 3-drop. So I think we can send it back, and there are probably more high-impact 3-drops in this matchup, particularly ones to actually deploy on 3. Usually Mind Control Tech on 3. Not great.
I don't have enough.
Interesting. So we've got the kind of aggressive elements of the deck. Coin Direwolf Alpha. Coin Direwolf Alpha. Interesting. Does suck that we couldn't snap off this Direwolf, because if they have a Headhunter's Hatchet, just the Spring Paw double. I want to track him. So I think we'll just go for a Flame Elemental and a Totem here, maybe? See if our opponent does want to maybe go a bit wider. Let us get our Mind Control Tech off. Maybe some slight regrets now. Lightning Storm. I think we'll just go for the Chain Gang here. We may try and save the Lightning Storm to pair with Electra just to guarantee. Hunter's Mark? Oh, of course, the Lynx. Alright. Flappy Bird. Online. Definitely going to go for the Electra Lightning Storm. Got a good roll on our totem. It's dangerous here. Plus health, maybe. Poisonous is not so bad. Attack. Very aggressive. Even more aggressive. Trading 5 damage with the kill command for 6 damage with the fledgling. Do they get health? Yeah, that's pretty bad. That's pretty bad. Now we got a double high roll on the Lightning Storm.
Lightning can strike twice.
No. Interesting. Oof, yeah, flow wreck. I'm feeling that bad. The good thing is they're 2 kill commands down, so unless they have like flanking strike or baited arrow. Oh, Misha, no. And it's already got the untargetable buff on it too, so even Hex can't save us here. Volcano can't save us because we are locked on mana. Where is the Hex anyway? What can save us? Don't think anything can save us. Even if we roll Taunt. No. Or play a to our opponent. I think we definitely played incorrectly there. When in the turn that we didn't play the mind control tech, we just should have gotten it out there instead of going for the Firefly and the Totem. I think that was a key mistake, but our opponent capitalized well, and that's the power of the Flappy Bird. So, GG's. On to the next one. Okay, up against a Rogue here. We have been seeing Odd Rogue come back. Odd Rogue doing quite a lot of work. But we've also got a lot of these tempo-y, pirate-y, death rattle-y type rogues hanging around as well. So I think we'll just keep a Tar Creeper. Nice and flexible. Great against Odd Rogue. Okay against some tempo rogue draws is Odd Rogue. Now we don't have very much in the as far as early game goes. This is the matchup where we'd want to see that Lightning Bolt, where we'd want to see the Fireflies. Menacing Nimbus could be quite good. Dive. So the opponent has the ideal 1-drop. Probably not going to do anything too silly here. So Volcano could be quite good if our opponent decides to go for it a little bit earlier than what they should. I think Odd Rogue's definitely a deck that will try to turn the corner, try to play some Cold Bloods early, try and make a bit of an educated guess as to where they think the opponent's at, and then capitalize on such a thing. Creeper or Hot Spring Guardian? I think I'm actually going to go for the Hot Spring Guardian here. This kind of keeps this board a bit beefier. Does our opponent have Hench Clan? South Sea Deckhand. Going for something a bit goofy, I would say. Oh, they're going for SI7. No, Hench Clan. Okay. So, we can go for the Hex. This is probably one of the best Hex targets. The issue then is if our opponent has a Flappy Bird, but then we have a Lightning Bolt for the Flappy Bird. So I think Hex is actually okay here. We've even got the Volcano as well. So I think we're okay here. We really need to hit one of our... There's a Flappy Bird. We really need to hit one of our kind of more impactful cards. Start taking this game over. Next turn we'll have 5 mana. I think we want to play this Elementary Reaction sooner rather than later. So we'll forgo the ability to maybe play the Chain Gang next turn. But hopefully we'll have some more flexibility with whatever we draw off of our Elementary Reaction. Odd Rogue is a fantastic deck. For those of you who haven't given it a go, it's probably my pick right now for a fantastic laddering deck. Fantastic deck to get your head around. A lot like Midrange Hunter, actually. I think Midrange Hunter and Odd Rogue share a lot of similarities in that they're both fairly budget decks. Odd Rogue possibly a little bit better because the cards in it aren't rotating other than like Vile Spine, which is a big part of the deck. But you know, Leroy, Baku are both fantastic crafts. Mushroom. Power. It's a pretty good draw here. 2 thralls? This one's golden and this one's not. I think I'm actually going to try and bait a bigger lightning storm or a bigger volcano. I think our opponents, like, we're happy taking 5. If our opponent has another fungal mancer, could get a bit dangerous. The bird. What's the play? We're going to dagger up. Were they thinking about cold blood? Maybe this is that moment where they're actually thinking if they want to start going for it. No, Blink Fox. Okay. Well, MC Tech is online, so I would love to draw one of those right now. 3, 6, 9. So there's actually some options here. We could have gone for the totem first. And if we had rolled Spell Power, we can Lightning Storm rather than Volcano. But if we don't roll Spell Power, then we have to kill everything, including our own totem. But I think actually having this totem out here might be valuable with these double thralls. Whoa! We were not prepared for that. Yep, definitely not ready for that one. That is a large dude. That is correct. That is a big old earth elemental. Unfortunately, we don't have our volcano anymore. I mean, this thing's basically just going to get to eat as many of our dudes as it wants. It's just munch on our dudes until he's nice and full. Good thing is, without... oh, we got Deadly Poison? We got Deadly Poison. Let me see that Corrosive Juice. The large dude reminds me of Dozer. Really keep rolling this Soul Claimer. That's a pretty good one though. Oh, I've never seen a Golden Pit Lord in my life! Look at that thing! Never seen a Golden Pit Lord in my life. That is gas. I could watch this all day. See if they want to trade here. It does mean that we can kill the rest of the elemental with a lightning storm. Are they just going to go face? They got to start doing some work on our face. These fungal mancers are actually a little bit awkward without the thrall hero power, the regular hero power. Ugh. This Earth Elemental. Electra? Gluttonuses. Shouldn't have done that. We should have played the Fungalmancer first and then evolved the Fungalmancer.
The choice is mine alone. A path must be chosen.
Yeah, we goofed that up. It's significantly better to evolve a 5, especially a weak 5, into a 6 than a average 4, average 3 into a 4. That was just vile. Yeah, see if they've got the other vile spine. Oh, just gonna go face here. 8, 15, 17. Alright. Now's your chance, mind control tech. Well, that might be good too.
Lightning can strike twice.
Aw, jeez. I wanted to evolve this though. We're very dead to Leroy still. Leroy, Cold Blood. Any manner of things. Unless we can roll a taunt off of Nope. Alright. We're dead to Cold Blood, Leroy. Not South Sea Deckhand. Dead to 2 South Sea Deckhands. Deadly Poison puts us on 1.
Glory to the Sindora.
Blood Knight. It's a very old Odd Rogue list.
Ha, this guy's toast.
Alright, we're on 1.
Perfect fit. Perfect fit.
Guess we just gotta hope.
I am the frozen heart of the scourge.
Close.
Victory! Job done.
Well played.
Only we had a spell. GG.
Take cold
GG.
your victory.
That Earth Elemental was just too much for us. That's okay. I feel like we can't expect ourselves to play around that kind of stuff all the time. I can't expect to play around an Odd Rogue having a 7/8 out of nowhere, especially after we used our Hex in a Volcano. But yeah, well played to our opponent. They took advantage of that. Took a while to close the game out, but well done. Okay, here with Melihakd's Control Shaman. I think we'll actually keep the Now we'll send the MC Tech back. We'll try and find our better 3-drops. We want to find our Tar Creepers, and also give ourselves another shot at hitting a 1 and 2-drop. Don't know how I feel about this hand. The texture of this hand is very off. It's very odd. So this could be Spell Hunter. This could be the Tice version of Beast Hunter. Plays Candleshot Hunter's Mark instead of Headhunter's Hatchet. Do we have a secret onto Hero Power? But yeah, once again, this is like all these very different elements. Like I get Lich King, Volcano, Lightning Storm. Yep, I totally get that. But then, like the Bloodlust, where does that fit in? Lightning Bolt, what's that doing? So definitely Spell Hunter here. It definitely feels like if we draw the right half of the deck in the right matchup, we'll be in a good position. So I'm pretty sure this is going to be Spell Hunter, though the fact that our opponent hasn't played any secrets, any card like Secret Plans. I mean, Deadly Shot is usually pretty telling of Spell Hunter, but that being said, it can find its way into mid-range decks.
To my side.
Wah 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 wah. Wow! Wah 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 wah. Wow! Flowrec in with the sub. Thank you so much with that Twitch Prime sub. My gosh, I appreciate that. Anyone watching on YouTube, of course, we do stream all of our videos, so we occasionally do get a little bit of music going on. Thank you so much, Florek. It's good that you've been around for a bit. Thank you. I'm glad that you've been enjoying the video content. Glad that you've been learning as well. I always like hearing when when people do get something out of my my videos. I think we can hex this. Try and set up our Lich King next turn. But yes, Flowrec, you also, because it is still December, you'll actually get to add an ornament to our holiday tree. So after this this game, we'll jump over to the holiday tree, have a bit of a think about a card or a GIF, or maybe think about your favorite card in Hearthstone or other card games. Get some ideas going on, because we have a lovely tree that you're going to get to add a little Christmas ornament to, a little holiday ornament. Unfortunately, it looks like exactly what we were talking about is kind of is happening, where we didn't if we had drawn the kind of bloodlusty thrall minion heavy, aggressive minion kind of heavy side of the deck, we might actually be in a good position against a draw like this. I don't think I've seen spell hunters play snipe actually in the deck. I've seen them discover it off of Secret Plan. But yeah, I don't think I've seen it in the deck. So, only if we suspected that they did have a snipe down, we could have gone Firefly into it. Hot Spring Guardian. Maybe we should be getting these down and trying to capitalize on this bloodlust. I don't think we're playing well enough into our potential out. Wolf City. Oh, pretty good rolls. Wank. Still, I think we... Can we beat a Zul'jin? I think that's the most important... That's the part we've got to think about now. Oh, I don't think we can beat a Rexar. I like this card back. Opponent has very good taste. Well, MC Tech's going to be useful. Save this Firefly just to kind of keep our elemental chain going the next couple of turns. We still have both elementary reactions in the deck, and those could be pretty important. Ugh. Every turn we don't get onto the board, though, is another turn our opponent gets to use Builder Beast and not have to deploy it. I think that's usually the games that you lose as Rexar are ones that you have to build a beast every turn and find an answer for that board every turn. Ooh, got the Echo, the Hunting Mastiff as well. Wind Fury. Huh? I think we're pretty dead. What we could do is we could try attacking that the beast with one of our Fireflies, seeing if they've got like a snake trap, and if they do, then we can play the mind control tech. No snakes today.
Dark spirits twist the trees, foul the lake, and curse this land.
Alright, we're kind of back in it. But I would favor Rexar in this situation?
Where's my...
Oh yeah. Let's recruit some big beasts. Especially if our opponent's just always going to play around MC tech.
This beast will not be tamed.
Let's whiff the discovery. So they have no beasts left. They trackinged early on. Did they just delete a whole bunch of...
Lightning can strike twice.
That didn't go as...
Is Big Bad Voodoo going to do anything? I guess we can put it on a Fungal Mancer. Maybe we can beat our opponent if they go to Fatigue. If they don't have... If they're not Spell, no Zul'jin. Maybe this is like a weird Flux Boom Cannon version? Just gotta do a whole bunch of nothing. Unfortunately, Thrall Deathseer is probably a pretty bad draw. No, I guess we... Theoretically, we can hold it until we draw every creature from our deck. And play every creature from our deck. How weird. Yeah, I mean, we didn't... I don't know if we'd have played the same way. Have we... Okay, maybe... I don't know, maybe... Does Recruit Hunter play...
Engaging TC-130 into dislocator.
Does Recruit Hunter play... Zul'jin?
Perplexing.
Well, we've got 2 Bloodlusts now. Maybe we can do something with that. Now, is our opponent going to go face here? Or are they going to... Wow, they kind of built just like a bunch of mid-rangey beasts. It's pretty good though. I have a big boy over here.
Senku's fate.
Munch. It's hard.
Perplexing.
Can't overkill anything either.
I must decide.
Mushroom power! Victory or death!
No! That was like the best 6 we could have gotten as well. For sure the best 6 we could have gotten. It's 14?
Engaging TC-130 into dislocator.
Lava burst. Do, 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 do. Lava burst. Do, 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 do. Lava burst. Do, 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 do. Got a flanking strike? Definitely do. Yeah, show me what you got. Ah! Big ol' nest in there. GG's, well played. Well played to our opponent. Alright, here we are with a Melihakd's control shaman, kind of mid-range shaman. We didn't have a lot of luck, as you kind of saw in those games. I think it was a combination of us, you know, obviously not knowing very much about the deck, still kind of on that learning curve. Some unfortunate sequencing of draws. I think a lot of this deck might have some of the same problems that a lot of those kind of bigger death rattly rogues had, or those tempo rogues, where you know you can just draw one half of the deck and it just doesn't really do a lot. So you saw in a lot of those situations we had a bloodlust sitting in our hand, and we could either choose to play one way to try and maximize the bloodlust, or we could play a different way to try and maximize the other cards in our hand. Kind of seems like trying to do aggressive things with defensive minions as well. You know, that Hot Spring Guardian, you know, Mind Control Tech, Tar Creeper. These aren't necessarily the best minions to be trying to go on the offense with, and to trying to control the board in order to open up a slot where you can hit that bloodlust. Also, a lot of the control elements in the deck tend to leave you fairly low on creatures, which is not what we want if we're going to be trying to do Hagatha things. It's also not what we want if we're trying to do Thrall things and things like that. So a couple of disparate elements. I still like a lot of what the deck is trying to do. I still think that Shaman is in a pretty good place right now, especially with the aggro overload deck. I'm very keen to give that one a try now the nerfs have come in. But big thanks to Melihakd for sharing the deck. If you are watching on YouTube, all the links are down in the description, including a link over to Hearthstone, including a link over to the deck over there. Jump over there, give it a +1, leave a lovely thoughtful comment, as I know you will. And until next time, stay safe, stay wavy, be good.